already. What's up, Angel? How you doing, brother? I'm gonna try to go with the game live. Just got home. Probably missing a few minutes of it, but nothing major. Let me know what's up, Angel. What you got on the agenda? Trying to get the game. Having a few issues. Just got home. Y'all think the Rockets gonna lose tonight? Let me know. Oh man, I'm missing the game. What's up, JT? What up, boy? You all right? Channel's getting bigger. I won't have a host tonight. William Adams' girlfriend is sick, so prayers up to her. Let me know your thoughts on the playoffs as well. Rockets playing good. That's great to hear, for real. Can't believe I'm missing this game. I'm about to get on it right now. I had a birthday party to go to, a kid's birthday party. Y'all know how that is. It'd be funny if we win this game without James Harden, because the last time we played the Mavericks, we looked bad. I got the game on right now.
Mavs trivia. Tonight only, one lucky winner will receive.
Hey, I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so I'm 10 away. Let me know. It's almost that time. About to give away a jersey and maybe a pair of shoes to a lucky fan. 2 different contests. Remember, y'all let your friends know or let anybody know about this channel, and we could, we'll rush that up. So a lucky fan's gonna win a jersey and a pair of shoes. So 100 subscribers, we're gonna give it out. Kevin Porter Jr., new addition. I haven't seen Dante Exum. And Victor Oladipo, last I heard, he was out of this game. Yeah, it's almost time to give away a jersey. Hey, Rockets looking good. Got a big old lead. I think the Rockets started off big in the last game, but, they allowed Detroit to come back. Luka. Man, what's been pissing me off lately, too? Capella's been playing like a beast, a monster. Unfortunately, he ain't with the Rockets no more. He's been so dominant. It's kind of crazy. I'm talking about the same Capella that would get bullied by a big man, a little man.
And the thing that makes figuring out what your identity as a new team is even more difficult is the key component of the trade as Jayshawn Tate cuts to the basket and slams it.
So I lowered it down. It was too loud. So we're up by 10, yeah. Shout out to JT for pointing that out. Hey, look, I don't have a host tonight, but I will have a host Tuesday for sure. I know, that brings in more guests, definitely somebody feeding off of myself. But yeah, your guests as well, let me know what your thoughts are. And let's see what jersey y'all pick if y'all win the contest. What team is it? Strictly Rockets, or is it football, or is this another team that you just kind of like their colors or something? Let me know, because we're gonna have a winner. E.G. Hot, yeah, Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon's raw. So John Wall's out there, Nice. But, hey, we get John Wall, but we lose Victor Oladipo. So we haven't saw that combination yet, but we will. Hopefully next game we'll see that combination. And do y'all expect to see Daniel House back this year? I don't. Willie Cauley-Stein. Wow, that was an ugly jump shot. Hey, Willie Cauley-Stein looks funny. He has like a hair right here and hair right here. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, Rockets cooking real bad. It's payback for sure. I know the Rockets want payback. You know, with the fact that Silas has been a part of that coaching staff. Man, that's the thing about Luka. He's like baby James Harden. He's always trying to go to the free throw line. He's that European type player who wants to really try to use the free throw line to his advantage. John Wall looks good. John Wall's so smooth. I mean, when he does that pull-up jumper, I think it's automatic. I don't necessarily agree with his three-point shooting, but he's better than Russ. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. If y'all win, well, what jersey would y'all pick? You know what I like? I like Detroit. I like their old school jerseys with the piston on it. So I mean, y'all get to pick the team. I'm just gonna pick, the coolest colors or the coolest logo, in my opinion. That's just pick wisely. If you go with the Rockets, I might, I'm not gonna go with that blue jersey. I'm sorry. I don't really want to give that away. I don't really necessarily like it like that. I knew Cousins gonna shoot a three. Cousins, great. Boy, why does he keep shooting threes? Silas needs to shoot his ass out. Oh, James Johnson got a haircut. Hey, man. I think he has some yellow hair, blonde hair going on. Hey, pal. How you doing, Jackie? Welcome back. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Probably 2 more days we'll be at 100 subscribers. So y'all be ready for that jersey, for real. And Rockets are on fire in this game. I know it's payback. Silas wants payback. My gift, boy, I told you you're going to get your gift Tuesday, boy. I told you that, man. I know you're going to keep asking. You're going to get it, man. Your gift will come Tuesday. You won it by default. You didn't answer no questions right. You didn't do nothing. I just gave it to you because you've been so loyal. And you've been here supporting. So I think, you've been asking and begging for a free gift. So I finally said, all right, I'll give you a gift. Yeah, but like JT said, like the Rockets are looking good. Deshaun Tate. Man, Deshaun Tate, he's our future power forward for the rebuild mode. Let me know your thoughts on that jersey you're going to pick. Is it going to be a baseball team, football, basketball? Are y'all ready for the playoffs tomorrow? I know there's a UFC fight going on tonight. That's big news. But the real news starts tomorrow with the NFL playoffs. The road to the Super Bowl, road to Tampa. The Super Bowl's in Tampa Bay, so the Buccaneers, if they make it, they'll have home field advantage. Deshaun Tate's pretty strong in the post. I'm not going to lie. Very patient, a lot of pump fakes. McGregor has it. Yeah. I don't even know who he's fighting, to be honest. I don't really keep up with UFC. I only know the big names, the big fighters. I just feel like there's so many guys that are, rotating, in my opinion. So Cousins getting to the free throw line. That's what I like to see. It's better than, shooting a hard defended 3-point shot. And now I'll have a guest Tuesday. I'm gonna start having a guest more often doing these games. William Adams, his girlfriend's sick, so prayers up to her. So Rockets are cooking. I like these Maverick jerseys. I ain't gonna lie. The original Mavericks jerseys. Hey, look, y'all go ahead and bring in your thoughts on who's gonna win the jersey. I see a few suggestions, but like I said, y'all get to pick the team. I'm gonna pick the player, and I'm gonna pick the color scheme. It might be a modern jersey. It might be an old jersey. It could be a Champion, a Nike, Adidas. I don't know. Y'all don't know. All y'all got to do is choose. But it's going to be nice, for real. And I might have another contest that day or the following day. Once I get my 100 subscriber and give out a pair of shoes. Y'all heard me, a pair of shoes. Hey, Trey Burke, he was so hot in the bubble. I haven't seen him as much lately. I don't know if he's been injured or not. Eric Gordon's on fire. Oh, my goodness. I like watching Luka play, how he manipulates the game to himself. Like, he's so smooth. He could get you on a pump fake and make you foul him. Eric Gordon is looking very aggressive. Yeah, yesterday he was off. Oh, you mean Cousins was off? Oh, yeah, you got to specify, bro. Hey, y'all like what I did? I changed my YouTube picture to me and my face, and that's Kevin Martin's body. I feel like we had like kind of a similar skin tone, so I kind of went with Kevin Martin. Y'all don't know who Kevin Martin is. He's an old Rocket who was with us for about 3 years, maybe less. Got traded for James Harden. That's what he's best known for. Was a good player, though. He was a left-hand shooter who shot very unorthodox, if you want to say. Left-hand shooter, shot unorthodox, could get to the free throw line whenever he wanted to. He was mainly coached by Rick Adelman. Boy, we ain't talking about our taxes on here, dog. Come on, man. Dog, Google that shit, bro. We talking sports. Come on, Angel. I should take away your prize. Yeah, but I like those Maverick jerseys. I know they have a modern style, but it's definitely their old logo, but it's definitely a little modern. A lot of teams are going into they're going with the jerseys, the old school jerseys, but also they're changing their floor with their court, which is pretty cool. I like that. It's kind of different. I don't expect to have a lot of people in here tonight, even though it's a great game. It's kind of hard to have a bunch of people in at once when I don't have a co-host. Necessarily people don't want to hear me speak. If y'all do, great. But it's definitely good to have somebody else here to, get their opinion as well. But hey, y'all the second party. Keep me in the loop. I know that jersey giveaway is about to come. I need 10 more subscribers. And, once then I'll go live and we'll have a little quiz. And not necessarily a quiz, but hey, you get your opportunity to win a jersey. And then the following day, I'm going to give out a pair of shoes. Once I reach when I get my 1,000 subscriber, I don't know what I'm going to give out. A damn car. Like a Saturn Ion. But nah, this show is growing. William Adams' girlfriend was sick. Prayers up to her. And Anthony Sweet was busy as well. But I do have a lot of guests that are on my list, that I would like to add. They know who they are. So Luka going to the line again. This is, Luka going to the line a lot could kill the momentum for the Rockets. It stops, the gameplay. Just his style of play reminds me a lot of James Harden. But at times he could be fun to watch, and at times he could be very boring. The Suns are good. Well, we know that the Suns are good, but they lost last night to Denver. I don't know if y'all know that the Suns and Denver had a great game last night, went to overtime, and Michael Porter started off strong, and then he only ended the game with 7 points. So I remember him scoring 7 points when I went to sleep, and this was before halftime, and I guess he never scored again, even though the game went to overtime.
Started playing high school basketball as a senior at AAA Academy.
So Victor Oladipo's out, but I don't think he necessarily hasn't been that great for the Rockets yet. Maybe he'll be better with John Wall. Well, James Johnson just did a pretty good move, in and out crossover, got to the line, got to the baseline and scored. Sterling Brown a three, got it. Oh, Mason Jones, excuse me. Mason Jones is so automatic. He's such a great three-point shooter. I think he's better. I thought Ben McLemore was the best three-point shooter on this team, but it's Mason Jones. Boban, oh my God, that was such a weird back to the basket move. I like Mason Jones too. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be somebody, not necessarily going to get a lot of minutes. Maybe at this point in time he is, because we're short staffed. But I think he can be a player down the road. And hey, I got to give it to Raphael Stone for doing his homework. Yeah, we got off to a great start. Boban just did a dunk. It's great. I'm tired of getting off to these starts where we're digging ourselves out of a hole in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter we make it a game, and then we're already tired and exhausted. So it's great to see that. The Rockets started great yesterday, and they ran out of gas in the fourth quarter, but we eventually won on a weird play. The referees kind of determined the outcome of the game. And I saw Grant palm the ball when he got fouled. So before he got fouled. So I saw palming the ball, in my opinion. I don't remember the referees necessarily calling palming the ball though. So Mavericks are getting baskets around the hoop. So Rockets almost scored 40 points. That's amazing. Let me double check. Yeah, they almost scored 40 points, but Mavericks got on a little run. So, Bayou Mafia. I like that. We got off to a great start. So what do y'all think about the Mavericks jerseys? They're pretty legit. I always like those old school Maverick jerseys, but specifically the home jersey. I'm not a Mavericks fan. I just like old school basketball. I love champion jerseys. It's just something about the material. It's very light. It's not too heavy. It expands to the shoulder line. I remember there was a period where the Adidas jerseys took over, where the jerseys were hanging out to right here. Just felt like too much. I like the Nike jerseys though. Very comfortable, lightweight, great jersey. Feels like I have a muscle shirt on at times wearing some of the Nike jerseys. That's how the champion jerseys are as well. I think the NBA should team up with Champion again just for 1 year or something. Champion was such a great provider for the NBA and sold a lot of jerseys. I don't necessarily know what happened with that relationship. So I'm watching the highlights. Who do y'all think is going to have the most points at the end of the game? Do y'all want to have a giveaway today? You know, and if somebody wins a giveaway, they could always send me their email, and then you could privately send me your address, and I can send you out a prize. Angel happens to live in the area, so I'm gonna probably drop this off because I don't want Angel to come into my house, and I'm gonna make that clear. I don't want Angel coming to my house because I might miss a few things. I got to keep everything. I'm very organized, so I know Angel. I don't want him at my house. I'm gonna repeat that. Let's just say I don't want Angel to know where I live. I'm being real, bro. You over here talking about your taxes. So these last few games, you know, we got to see Cousins get that rust off. I'm just kidding with you, man. I'm joking with you. Nah, but you're gonna get your prize Tuesday if I'm off. I'm gonna go over when I'm when I'm off again. I don't know where you live, so excuse me. Tim Hardaway is out there. Tim Hardaway is a Rockets killer with James Harden. I could just drop it off. So PJ Tucker takes one for the team with Boban backing it up. Hey, you know Boban was in that movie John Wick 2. I think he dies. If y'all haven't seen John Wick 2, Boban's in the beginning of the movie. They have a fight going on in the library. Y'all should go check it out. Boban's like 7'4". And what do y'all think about my mic? Do y'all hear me better? Like, I haven't, got to use it on live yet. Let me know if y'all hear me better. We need John Wall. John Wall is playing, bro. David Nwaba, aggressive, very aggressive. Always, scoring around the hoop. Not necessarily a three-point shooter. Oh, Ben, thank you, Angel. Angel chewing up the comments. I appreciate it, Angel. That's why we gave him a prize. He's always win or lose. That boy is always in the comments. Hey, who's our Super Bowl predictions? Let me know. I'm eager to know who our Super Bowl predictions are. Mine right now. Score. You want to score the game right now? Let me see. Give me 1 second. They're showing a highlight. 40-27. 40-27. Rockets up right now. Brunson going to the free throw line. Brunson's a young man. He looks like Mr. Sanford from Sanford and Son. KC, I think I'm going to go with Buffalo versus Green Bay. I would like to see, I'd like to see Aaron Rodgers get his second ring. Bills beat it. KC tomorrow. Yeah, I feel like the Bills have a lot of, what do you say? Man, I don't know. They're very hyped. I don't think they're really scared. They're very sure of themselves. So, confidence is at a sky high. So a lot of teams are scared to play Kansas City, but I don't necessarily see that with the Bills. But the Bills Mafia, they're crazy, man. They're slamming through tables. I got a coworker who's from Buffalo. Kansas City versus Green Bay. Yeah, they are hungry. Yeah, they're real hungry. I can see it. They haven't won a playoff game since 1995, and that was against the Oilers. So, I know they made it to the Super Bowl back to back to back, 3 years, 4 years in a row, and they lost every Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl. You can't make that shit up for real. You're such a great team, but I guess they ran against, the Cowboys, San Francisco era. So the NFC was definitely the stronger division conference. So Rockets up by 9, Mavericks 31, Rockets 40. Eric Gordon's having a hell of a game. Mason Jones has the ball right now. Bro, stop. You know, I really want to see McLemore have a great game this game. You know, it's kind of been off since James Harden has left the building. You know, I don't necessarily know if he, you know, needs that attention away from him to score a basket. Just really showing me that he can't score on his own right now. Thank you. Travel, boy, he didn't travel. Rock his ball. 2 seconds. 2.6 seconds left. Gordon has been good recently, but he's off and on. Yeah, he's off and on, you know, with the new changes of, you know, with the roster. I think he'll eventually, you know, become a great player for this team. You know, he's averaging like 20 points a game right now, almost. So it's just, there's just so much going on with the roster. Mason Jones shot a nice three. He had to force a shot up with 2 seconds left. The Rockets got the ball back though. I didn't necessarily see what happened. Oh my God, PJ Tucker just scored in the paint. Oh my God. It's raining. It's raining outside. It is. My God, I can't believe he just scored in the goddamn paint. Usually this man is shooting a three from the corner. I got to give it up to my boy, PJ. When it rains, it pours. He has the ball in the paint again. This man's on fire. Oh, Nawaba a three. Hey, look, Nawaba is a great player. He's not a great three-point shooter, though. But he was wide open. What are the Houston? What area of Houston you from? I'm from, I grew up as a child in Fifth Ward, Houston, Texas. I moved around a lot, South Houston. I lived up on every part of Houston. But right now I stay on the Southeast, almost by Bay Area. Don't let Angel know that. Nah, he lives down the street, I think. But yeah, I grew up in Fifth Ward. Lived everywhere, lived in the country for a little bit. What side do you stay on if you're in Houston? Remember, jersey giveaway should be. I'm hoping one more week. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so it's almost jersey giveaway. I'm excited for that. I don't necessarily know how I'm gonna give out the jersey. Like I said, email me, Snapchat me, and I can send you through UPS or something like that. So work something out. Go out from the opposites. I stay in the Northeast my whole life. King area, Tidwell. Oh, okay, Tidwell area. Okay, I never really been out that area. But shout out to Houston. Houston's such a big city. Everything's about an hour away. Robert Thompson, what do you think about Boogie? What do I think about Boogie? Boogie, I think, has been forcing a lot of things. When I say that, he's been not letting the game come to him himself. As basketball players, when I go hoop and I force things, I'm going to be very sloppy. I just got to let the game come to me and be patient and take the best opportunity I can, take the best shots that I can get. I'm not necessarily that player I used to be, and that goes the same for Boogie. He's not the same player he used to be, and, that sucks, but he's best. He needs to figure out what he's best at. And right now he's a great rebounder, and that's what he needs to focus on right now. Rebounding, passing the ball, because he just shot a horrible three-point shot. Now he's not Christian Wood, and he needs to get back on defense. He almost, a lot of things that he does bad. You think he needs to be more aggressive? I would say he needs to be more aggressive around the paint. I think he needs to go back to the basics and work around the paint. Try to become a back to the basket player. Try to start from there and then work his way out to the 3-point line. your game could excel just getting a few baskets around the hoop and then getting to the free throw line, things like that. Well, like I said, when it rains, it pours. Things just start falling. We saw what he did in the preseason, so we know he has game left. I think you just got to knock the rust off. He's washed, sadly. I don't think he's washed. I don't think so. I kind of was convinced that maybe he's washed or it's just the rust. But right now, I think it's just the rust. And, like I said, he just needs to let the game come to him. Be patient. Great things will come. Yeah, he is lazy on defense, and I agree. He needs to be more aggressive around the paint. Yes, I do agree with that. If he's bigger than everybody, so if he just works around the paint, you don't necessarily need to shoot threes all the time. Now that is today's game. You're very important if you shoot a three. That's what got Christian Wood paid. That's what gets a lot of these dudes paid nowadays. They form a 3-point shot, and they're now very valuable to the team and the success that the team do because they're considered a stretch big now. A stretch big. If you have a stretch big on your team, you win it. Like, it doesn't matter. But Christian Wood, and Cousins, if their 3-point shot is not going, they need to go back to the basics. Christian Wood has a soft shot around the hoop, and that's something that's unteachable. And I think Cousins is a little rougher, but, he has a shot around the hoop. That body, he needs to use the body. DeMarcus Cousins, a rebound, and he scored around the hoop. That's what it takes. Boogie looking good. Yeah, I agree. Boogie's looking good this game. I'm telling you, he's knocking off the spider webs. That's what I'm telling you, a few hoops around the basket, a few free throw shots, can raise your confidence level for a basketball player. I don't think his confidence is lacking though, but once you start getting turnovers and missed shots, I think that psychologically could mess up a player, a basketball player. But remember, I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I'm gonna have that jersey giveaway. I'm excited for that. I really want to see what fan wins, and you know what? Take a picture with that jersey on, send it to me, and I'll put it on a YouTube video. I wish I could watch the game. We don't got cable anymore. I'm sorry about that. It's unfortunate. This is 2021. A lot of people can't watch the game no more. But as long as you're here, I could keep you updated, let you know what's going on. I got you. He just needs to go to bully balls. Yeah, no, I agree with you. He needs to be aggressive around the hoop. Like I said, that could lead to going to the free throw line. Easy points. You just got to capitalize once you get there. 10 more to 100. Oh, hell yeah, for real. I'm excited. I'm excited for y'all. And I'm really going to be excited when I give away the pair of shoes. You got to let me know your size and, and go from there for real and how you want the gift. So I'm texting Liam Adams. Liam was on the show yesterday, and he's a great co-host. I'm gonna have him more often, and Anthony Sweet as well. I'm gonna try to have a co-host every time I get on here as much as possible. So if you're feeling, like you can come on the show and, keep a conversation going for an hour, that's an hour plus. I wouldn't mind having you on here because that's what it takes. You got to be engaged into the game and also engaged to the fans and really communicate with them. And, I try my best to, keep y'all engaged as much as possible. I got a ball signed by Hakeem in class. Hey, you got to let me see that for real. I don't have no autographs by Hakeem or Clyde. I wish I did, but you got to show me that ball. Do you think we are going to trade PJ Tucker? If so, what do you think we should get? I'm gonna tell you what. I love PJ Tucker, and I love his leadership on this team. but I do think he could get traded, maybe to the Timberwolves for about 2 second-round draft picks. Now, not necessarily next year or I don't know when, but I could see him getting traded for 2 second-round draft picks or a team like Milwaukee. I'm just throwing Milwaukee out there. I'm not saying Milwaukee, but I'm going to say a late first-round draft pick, but not next year's draft pick. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell because I don't know the value of – it really is the beholder who really wants PJ Tucker the most and who – that could be the Timberwolves. You know, that's what I'm hearing is the Timberwolves is leading the way for PJ Tucker. But I low key heard that the Rockets are trying to work a contract extension with PJ Tucker. So I don't know if that's true or not. But as of right now, he hasn't signed nothing, and I don't know where he's sitting. Does he want to be a part of this team, or does he want to be traded? Because I know he loves Houston. Where do I stay, bro? Brandon, I stay on the south, the outside of South Houston, almost by Bay Area. I don't think PJ has trade value. You don't think PJ has trade value? Now, you don't know that because he may bring something that a team like Brooklyn needs. I'm not saying Brooklyn, like he needs a little bit of defense. Score, you want to know the score? Mavericks 40, Rockets 53. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. DeMarcus Cousins going to the free throw line. That's all I said, man. You just got to be aggressive. And I think that's something that the Rockets and Silas has been working with Boogie. I mean, I see it. I see it. I know a lot of other people see it, and it's eventually going to get to his ear. And he's attacking. He's attacking. Willie Cauley-Stein a lot. What do I think of Kevin Porter Jr.? I think he's a good. Oh, I think it's a great pickup. I'm gonna tell you why. Rockets got him for free. He's a left-handed player. That automatically is a plus right there because they're hard to guard. Now you're gonna ask why they are hard to guard because he's a left-handed shooter and a lot of defenders are right-handed players. So he's a plus. I think he has a high potential, but as of right now, he needs to get his issues fixed out. And I think he came to the best organization. John Lucas is a great leader of men. He has worked with Michael Beasley, who's had a ton of issues. He's worked with Steve Francis. He's worked with numerous guys, J.R. Smith. So he's worked with so many players. Porter should start over Tucker. Like I said, I agree. Like I said, Silas said that he's not going to rush Porter out there. So he might not even start this year. I don't see it. I think the Rockets are more focused on getting him situated with his mental issues. And then they're going to go from the basketball aspects of the game because he's a young player. The Rockets just got him for free. So there's no pressure. There's no rush to rush him out there. And that's the thing. You really got to take – the players are players, but they're also human beings who also grow up in places. They see things. They have pressure. Having a likeable NBA player, you have perks that the normal human being doesn't have. So there's a lot of distractions, and he came to the right organization. There's no leadership with the Cavaliers. I promise you that. He came to the right organization. The score still is 58-42. Rockets up. Rockets up big. Luka Doncic just scored, so it's 44-58. Eric Gordon bringing it up. Eric Gordon driving. Eric Gordon is so aggressive. Nwaba going to the free throw line. Man, Nwaba's so aggressive around the hoop. I love it. I love it. Who y'all got to win it all this year? In the NBA, I just sub you. You seem like a cool dude. I appreciate it, brother. This year, I'm gonna go with the Lakers still for real. I think the Lakers are still the most put together team, well-rounded, have no real weaknesses. I think Brooklyn just has a lot of question marks defensively. If that continues, I see in the trade deadline that they could trade Kyrie Irving. I don't necessarily know who would take a gamble on Kyrie Irving. because, it's a big gamble. You don't even know if Kyrie Irving wants to play basketball. He could come in tomorrow to the Brooklyn Stadium and say, I quit, I retire. Hey, I appreciate the stuff for real. 10 away, man. 10 away. Like I said, I'm ready to give away that jersey. In the NBA, yeah, I think the Lakers repeat. Wall's playing pretty good. He's not playing right now. He's on the bench. He doesn't necessarily need to play that much right now since they have such a big lead. So Cousins is not really forcing nothing, and I love it. I love seeing that. Sometimes he allows his emotions to get the best of him, and it reminds me of a little bit of, oh my God. Kevin Martin Jr. just stuffed Boban. Oh my God. I'm gonna make a video about this later. I promise. I'm gonna make that in my highlight. Boban just got blocked by Kevin Martin Jr. I'm telling you, so nasty. Kevin Martin is about 6'7" max, 6'6". Boban is like 7'4". He just got stuffed. Met at the rim. I can't show you. I don't get in trouble. I got in trouble the other day for showing the game live. What's your favorite player all time? Mine is Shaq. What would your starting five be all time? My favorite player all time? Man, you're probably gonna. I love, man. Steve Francis got me into the game. I'll be honest. When I was a kid, I love Cuttino Mobley. I know you probably expect me to say a big name like Kobe Bryant or something like that, but I love Cuttino Mobley, Steve Francis. I like a lot of no names, Aaron Brooks. I even like Ron Artest before he turned into Meta World Peace. I liked his game a lot. I like guys like that. I had like John Barry, and but I had to go with Steve Francis. He got me really into the game. Eddie Jones, I like Eddie Jones. If y'all remember Eddie Jones. And my starting five all time, I had to go with my boy Hakeem Olajuwon at the center. I'm gonna put him at the power forward. Just today's game, I put him at the power forward. My center, I would have to go Shaquille O'Neal. Small forward, LeBron James. Shooting guard, I got to go with the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Point guard, Jason Kidd. Let me know your thoughts. What's your top five? I mean, I love Jason Kidd, and I think you'll get all those players engaged into the game. If in a weird scenario, those guys were all playing at once. Who's your favorite player all time? Those are Rockets classics. I love Steve. I love Francis too. Yeah, Francis is a classic. Cuttino Mobley. I even like Charles Barkley, pre-Rockets. I like Dirk. I know that's weird. He eventually grew on me, just the way he approached the game so long. Luka, long three. Oh, he got it. Damn. So we're up by 10, and Luka just hit a tough three-point shot. Boogie's my favorite player right now. Hey, that's what's up, man. For real, I love Boogie's game. I just hope he reaches back to that level that he once played at. Ooh, Luka just got blocked. Kevin Martin has 2 blocks. Man, Kevin Martin Jr. has potential. For real, I see it. He's only 19 years old. He has stuffed Boban and Luka Doncic. I got John Stockton, MJ, Dirk, and Hakeem. You're missing a small forward, right? Luka's God. Wish he was with H-Town. Yeah, Luka's great, man. So you're missing a small forward. So you said John Stockton, MJ, Dirk, and Hakeem, and LeBron James. Okay. You know what? Larry Bird doesn't get a lot of love. I love Larry Bird. Larry Bird is a great player. I like Glenn Rice too, young prime Glenn Rice. Mr. Automatic. Played with the Rockets for a little bit. Let y'all know. He was at the end of his career though. What y'all think about Yao Ming? Do y'all like Yao Ming? Is he considered a all-time Rocket great in your opinion? Or just a great center overall? Hardaway felt he's on the ground. Got a hard hit to the face. I got Magic, Kobe, LeBron, Dirk, and Shaq. It's a nice squad, man. For real, man. That's a good one. You can't go wrong with some of these, these starting five. Larry Bird, best trash talker. 2, and he backed it up. And Rookie Yao bullied Prime Shaq. Yeah, I mean, he had his games, man, for real. I just think he got too big. Like, in my opinion, the Rockets got when the Rockets got Yao, they wanted him to compete with Shaq. They made him gain a lot of weight, which probably didn't end well with him. It obviously didn't with his feet issues. I felt like he was better at skinny Yao. He probably could have stretched his game and became at that time a stretch big, which was a no-no in the NBA, which Yao Ming would have fit in great as skinny Yao Ming in today's game. And yeah, Ming all-time Rockets for sure. Yeah, I think Yao would have fit in today's game. Skinny Yao Ming, rookie Yao Ming, he would have fit in so great with the Rockets and what the Rockets done, or today's game in general. It's unfortunate. Tom Thibodeau was so hard on Yao Ming. Tom Thibodeau is known for being an overworker, overworking his players and allowing them to get injured down the road, and then bailing out on the organization. That's something what he's known for. I think he's done a great job with New York this year. But yeah, that's something that Tom Thibodeau, I blame him on for causing Yao Ming to put issues. Tracy even said Tom Thibodeau had Yao Ming for, say the game was at 8, he had him at 6, 5:30, I don't know, going hard in the paint in practice, which didn't make sense in my opinion. A big man like that needs his rest. He needs to, take it easy on his body. I'm going to let y'all know the score of the game. If y'all happen to win the jersey, let me know what team y'all pick. I mean, is it a no-brainer? Is it the Rockets? I already know what Rockets jersey I'll give away. It's to me, it wouldn't be a fucking James Harden jersey. I promise you that. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't want to do y'all like that. I remember when I was a kid, Kevin Martin Sr. Was in the draft, and I really wanted him to play with Steve Francis. But now we got his son. Crazy how things work out. I wish we could get Julius Randle. I really like him. Yeah, if you didn't tune in yesterday, we spoke about Julius Randle, me and William Adams, Liam. We spoke about Julius Randle and, what he brings to this team. We, I like Julius Randle. William Adams said that he's not right for this team. He's a good player, but not a great player, and he's going to get paid like a great player. So that's not necessarily what the Rockets need, and they'll probably just give them another player that they have that has a big contract, and that's going to get hard to get out of. And I agree, you're probably better off going into the draft and drafting a player like a Julius Randle or a player that could fill up a starting lineup spot, especially where the Rockets are going long term. Hey, look, these Rockets are very aggressive. They're playing Luka Doncic very aggressive. Sterling Brown, Nwaba, PJ Tucker. You got so many dogs on this team. So it's 66 Rockets, 53 Mavericks. Boogie bringing up the ball, gives it to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon penetrating, driving, and he got it. Eric Gordon looks amazing tonight. I can't even BS. We talked about in my other video, me and William Adams. That's why I said I love having a co-host. We could talk about every player individually, break them down, their contracts, where they're heading, and long-term goals. He almost hit a 3 right now. Eric Gordon's on fire. What's our favorite Rockets jersey? Is it the jump man that was flying? Is it from the San Diego era? Is it the mustard colors? Is it the stripes, the PJs color? Is it the Tracy and Yao Ming era jersey, or is it the modern ones? But Boogie does a lot in the pick and pop. Now I agree. So does Christian Wood. I hear a lot of people stop Ward saying a lot of people, Rockets fans were saying Cousins was become a starter for the Rockets, but recently, I think that conversation has kind of died down lately. But it could still happen. I mean, like I said, he's knocking off the rust. Yeah, like I have two of I have the two H-Town jerseys. And then I have no, they're two black Houston Rockets jerseys, and then I have one H-Town one with Russ on it with Russell Westbrook. It was a gift. Oh, with the stripes. Okay, so you're talking about this one right here. You said the one with the stripes.
7-second differential.
So 17 seconds left. Eric Gordon driving again. Boogie, put back, offensive rebound, put back left. Got it. And Boogie looks great in this game. I can't even lie. Oh, yeah. So it's one of my favorites as well, too. I have a lot of those jerseys, the striped ones. Yeah, I find them at a lot of places, to be honest. Luka gets fouled. He's going to stop the clock with 1.1 seconds left. They called a technical on Eric Gordon. So they're going to finish with 3 points. But the blue ones we have this year are growing on me. They're growing like a tumor, I promise you, that on me. I guess I'm just going to have to accept it, and I can't get surgery to remove it. So Sterling Brown gets – so Luka's shooting a technical, and then he's going to shoot 2 free throws. So they cut the little gap between before halftime. Like I said, it was 1.1 seconds left. So like 1 second, and he gets 3 shots.
It's weird because he was complaining about what
happened. How many points does Gordon have? He has a lot. Probably has like 16 points, but I'm gonna double check. So he makes. So he missed the technical. Bottom line. He has 19 points. I'm sorry, I said 16, but he has 19 points. He's 6 for 11 from the field. He's 5 from 6 from the 3-point line. Damn.
Nicely done for Dallas. Everything they can get right now, they need. Absolutely. Break right there to close the score.
And he hit his 2 free throws. He has 1 personal foul, no turnovers. So he's playing a great game. So Luka missed the technical foul and he missed a free throw. They got the offensive board and put it back. So they end up eventually getting the 3 points in the weirdest way ever. Hey, let me know how the pandemic had affected any of y'all. I mean, has it, affected y'all in ways, financially, family, because, sometimes we go away to places like YouTube or, wherever we can find a moment of clarity and just get away from things. The new blue ones would be better than the old logo, not H-Town like last year's. Boogie with a big double-double at halftime. Oh, yeah. He's balling, baby. He's balling. He's winning me over. Parents were out of work for months. My parents were out of work for months. I'm sorry to hear that, for real. Look, I'm going to tell you something, man. I had an interview the week the virus was kind of like going on. Hadn't affected any, because I worked in a restaurant, I'm a chef, and it hadn't affected the restaurant industry at that point. We heard about it And I remember going downtown and I was getting an interview, and I looked at it was in the tunnels, and I looked at other places that were open, other restaurants and stuff like that were open. And the restaurant I was going to interview for never opened. The guy, he never showed up, and I ended up calling him, and he told me come back Monday. Never heard from the guy ever. I never heard from him since. I got a job now, but like I said, I never got a job, so I never got to get unemployment. And it was definitely crucial for me to find another job, but it was very hard for the industry that I'm in. But I found something great. That's why I said it's very important to save your money. At the first part of it, I was missed just going to the park. Yeah, I love going to the park and hooping because he's playing his best game of the year. Boogie's playing his best game of the year. He looks good tonight. Facts. It kind of messed up. Hey, look, things happen, man. Things happen, but we're here to talk about it. I don't shy away from reality. We can talk about sports, and that's the big thing. I don't get paid for this one day, hopefully, but life is gonna give you some mother else, for real. But we just gotta keep grinding, keep going, and not put our head down. Only put our head down to keep grinding. So, I gotta charge my computer. I'm sorry. There we go. It was dimming down. That's why I was having a hard time reading. Yeah, but look, it's 2021 for real. Like it's been a great year for myself and hopefully for y'all too. So, and I will give away giveaways to help y'all, any way I can, jerseys, toys, tickets. I wanted to give away tickets to the Rockets game as well. I'm 2 blocks from the Toyota Center, so I might join y'all. You never know what you can win on this show. Era, Angel's I'm gonna take a picture of him once I give him his prize, and I want a picture of the person that wins the jersey as well. So I don't necessarily have to have a picture with you with the jersey, but you can send me a picture because the winner might not be in Houston, might be overseas, might be in Austin or something. Okay, we're glad you're okay, Angel. Oh, okay, you're talking about the virus. My parents were hurt. Yeah, affected a lot of people, man. Everybody got affected. I'm sorry to hear that, Angel. I really am. I was at a family birthday party today, my niece's birthday, and I heard a few stories, and kind of woke me up and put me into reality. Some people around you in your circle are getting affected by this. My grandma's in the hospital too, so nobody can go visit her right now. It's just the world that we live in. She's going through a lot of stuff right now, and nobody can go see her. How do you enter a giveaway? Let me tell you how you enter a giveaway. You got to be here on live streams, okay? I give away prizes. I do like little contests throughout the game. Today I didn't really do nothing, but next game I promise I'm gonna have a giveaway. Once I reach 100 subscribers, that moment I'm not gonna announce nothing. Once I reach 100 subscribers, I might have to go home and get settled. But I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna have a contest, and you stay tuned. It might not even be a game that day. It might be a Monday, and I go live, and I'm gonna have a contest, so everybody has a fair shot at winning the jersey. That's just the way it is. I didn't want to give it to my 100 subscriber. That 100 subscriber has an opportunity to win a jersey, but I wanted to stay loyal to all the subscribers who had subscribed and have been a part of the show and the growth. So I'll have a contest, and you'll have to answer a question. And the person who answers it right the first, I don't know, they might know the answer. They might have to Google it. Who knows? But how people get their sources nowadays, but they have an opportunity to win. Sorry to hear that, Angel, for real. Like I said, thank you for being a part of the family. And, we're here to support you. Like I told Angel, Anthony Sweet is one of my co-hosts. He's been having a lot of issues too. He kind of, went MIA, but, I reached out to him, and, and I begged him to pretty much come back. There was a lot of people on the show who have ties to Anthony, and they kind of made him come back as well. And he's dealing with a lot of stuff too. So the world is just some people might look like they got it put together, but we're dealing with a lot of things at home, and one thing we could share together is sports, and good or bad, sports is what makes the world, or at least our day, go by a little at ease. That block, Bogan got blocked by Kevin Martin. It hit Bleacher Report. It's one of their top highlights, so I'm gonna check that out a little bit. It was such a beautiful block. If y'all have Bleacher Report, go look at it. Go check it. I'm gonna show it right now. So let me. Let me know if y'all can see that really well.
Kenyon Martin Jr. in the game, and Martin goes up and just stuffed Boban.
Who's against a tall man in Boban. That's outstanding timing and athleticism.
Nice. I wonder how it feels for a little man to block a big 7-foot dude. Like I remember Yao Ming got blocked by Nate Robinson. I haven't stopped hearing about that since. So it's amazing to see a little man block such a, Kevin Martin Jr. is not a little man, but compared to Boban, he is. Willie Cauley-Stein is a pretty good player. I'm not gonna lie. He's better than I thought he was. He's netched himself out a good career with the Mavericks in Sacramento as well. I thought he was just too skinny to play the game. And I didn't think he had a good jump shot, but he's definitely proved me wrong. He's still around. Man, y'all want to know who's still around? That blows my mind. It's 20 years already. Tyson Chandler. He signed with. Well, I know he's in negotiations with the New York Knicks as a player. Now, he didn't play with the Rockets last year. He did play with them, but he didn't play, really. He was just on the bench. So New York might bring him back on their team. I'm watching the highlights. I'll break down some of the stats for y'all. So if y'all don't know, Cousins already has a double-double. I know somebody already said it in here. He has 17 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists. He's very efficient on the field. It's getting to the free throw line. That's what I love to see from a big man. He has 1 turnover, and that's great because he averages like 3 turnovers a game. The Rockets are really not turning over the ball. And that's definitely a recipe for success. And the stat I like is Kevin Martin has 2 blocks. I love to see that. It reminds me of his dad. Nwaba has 9 points, very efficient from the floor. He's 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, which is amazing for Nwaba. He's not a really good 3-point shooter. And then PJ Tucker with 4 points. There's some games that he doesn't get no points. So he's been doing this magic. Shante too has 4 points. And John Wall only has 12 minutes, but he does have 5 points, 6 assists, and that's great. I appreciate it, man. You gotta go. You gotta go, man. Remember, always tune in and try to win a prize. Once I get that 100 subscriber, make sure to tune in and try to win a jersey for sure. And then the following day, I'm gonna try to give out a pair of shoes. Not necessarily trying to like persuade people to get in, but I want to keep it going. I want to keep it fresh. I necessarily don't get money from this. I'm paying out of pocket for giving away items, but I really want the show to grow, and I want people to have fun as well. And that's my main point. And I take it very serious. So, I'm not trying to make it all about contest. And, I like the people I bring on, my co-hosts, they take it very serious as well. So, I try to be as professional as possible. And, I just want y'all happy. I want y'all to come in here be like, hey, I got a chance to win a prize and also get to talk about sports. So, I mean, it's like going to a game, kind of, because, you can't go to a game. With the Rockets, you can't. Hey, and if I give away tickets to the Rockets game, we might be able to go to the game. So, might. Well, not might. That's going to happen. I'm going to give away tickets, and I'm going to join you. If I'm going to buy tickets, I'm going to join you. I like Deshaun Tate a lot. I'm not going to lie. Now, me too. I see him as a starting power forward for the Rockets, especially when PJ Tucker gets traded, if he does get traded. You know, I see a lot of Draymond Green-ish type in Deshaun Tate. Not necessarily the three-point shooter, the shooter that Draymond Green is, but he could pass the ball, he could rebound, he gets down and dirty. He's not shy. Like I said, he got into it with James Harden. He should have punched him in the face. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I think the ceiling is very high for Deshaun Tate, in my opinion. Have a good night, man. Go rock. Yeah, good night, man. Get some rest. You know what I mean? 8 hours, baby. That's what I recommend. Now I gotta charge my other laptop. So one's dead. One was dying. One is dead. It's halftime right now, so it's not a big deal. Back on. I could always go to other games. Sometimes I forget that I got other games going on as well. The other night I was showing the game live on my TV because it's probably easier for me to not get in trouble for showing a game on a TV than actually showing it on my YouTube. But man, I got caught and I got in trouble by YouTube. I thought it was funny. I kind of wanted to do something different, but that's a no-no for YouTube. They don't want to see that at all. But I kind of enjoyed it, watching the game, and we could enjoy the game as well, like together, next to me. You don't necessarily want to see my face all day. That's why I like having a co-host, like I said. But I'm gonna have another video like at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, breaking down the Rockets game. I didn't make one last night because, like I said, my niece's birthday was the main attraction for me yesterday. Do you think we're gonna trade Victor Oladipo? Man, look, Victor Oladipo. I don't know, man. If the Rockets start losing a lot of games, then yeah, we can trade him. But if the Rockets are still competitive, I don't see it. I look, he's on a 1-year deal. I don't know the route the Rockets are in, but it's going to really determine. Look, if the Rockets are winning, yeah, they'll keep him. But if they're not, I can see them trading him. Now, I don't know, maybe to Miami. I've been hearing Miami a lot, but I don't know why would Miami want to trade for Victor Oladipo if he's a free agent. Now, I think their main attraction is to get Bradley Beal, and I think they will trade Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and then if they don't succeed, they're going to try to get Victor Oladipo in the offseason. Now, that's my opinion. Now, if the Rockets are successful and have some success and make it into the playoffs, now they might reach agreement with Victor Oladipo and sign him for maybe 3 years. I don't know. But, even then, that's a good trade contract. You could trade that. So you just have to see where the Rockets stand at the deadline. Now, if they lose all 5 in a row, then he's not going to be here. Wood is here. Wood has a 3-year contract, and I don't see Wood going anywhere. So even if we're in rebuild mode, Wood's not leaving. He loves Silas. That was the reason. Silas, if y'all don't know, he coached him in Charlotte. He chose the Rockets because of Silas, and so don't expect Wood to be traded. Not anytime soon. Don't listen to sources like that. Christian Wood ain't going nowhere. like the players that will be traded, maybe have a, is okay. We're back to the game. We're up by 9. Yeah, Christian Wood ain't gonna get traded, man. I like the route that the Rockets are going right now. It's a fresh new start. They got a lot of draft capital. They got a lot of trade value too. They can make a lot of trades as well. Not necessarily. What I heard is that the Rockets are going to be very aggressive at the trade deadline. So I don't expect Daniel House on this team. That's one player I do not expect a part of the Rockets. I know it. He's not a part of the Rockets' future. I don't even know if he wants to be here. And that crap that he pulled in the bubble, I think the NBA was wrong for blasting him, but I also think, he was wrong for not controlling his emotions. He cost the team major. He cost them, it showed versus the Lakers. I think Wood has the potential to be like an Anthony Davis. He has the potential to be like a baby Anthony Davis. And he has the ability to do some of the stuff he does, but there's no Anthony Davis in the league. There's not another Anthony Davis in the league. Anthony Davis is a top 5 player. Christian Wood is a top 30 player, 25 player. House makes me mad. House makes me mad. House makes me mad too, man. I'd rather have Joe Green than Daniel House. Now, some people might not agree with me. I just, I really, really like Joe Green a lot. I like how he represents the city. He plays hard all the time. And I'm just a bigger Joe Green fan than I am a Daniel House fan. And with getting Kevin Porter Jr. on this team, I really don't see the need for Daniel House at all. Like, I don't. There's no need for him. Now, they say getting Kevin Porter Jr., there's no need for Eric Gordon, but I think they forget that Daniel House is on this team. And, what he did last year. People rather see Eric Gordon leave than Daniel House. It's crazy. Eric Gordon is such a great player, but that contract, it's the contract that people don't like. Bleach Green will be committed. Yeah, for real. Green will be committed. He loves Houston. And like I said, he's a great microwave player. I like his leadership as well. So Eric Gordon came out a little slow this game, this half. So Rockets are up by 5. They're bringing the ball up 9 minutes, a little more than 9 minutes in the third quarter. John Wall attacking. He tagged Boban and he got it. I love when John Wall attacks the basket. I mean, every time he attacks the basket, I feel like something positive is going to happen. Either he's going to get a free throw or he's going to, get a good layup. Brunson trying to attack Eric Gordon, and he got it. That boy said sexy finish. I don't use those words. Eric Gordon penetrating, shoots a 3. He was penetrating and then reversed and then shot a 3. And Luka lost the ball. He touched it last and it went out of bounds. So Rockets ball. Rockets are still up by 5. Yeah, I love Joe Green. I have a Joe Green jersey. So Brunson and Eric Gordon really going at each other in the third quarter. PJ Tucker, a layup. Man. PJ Tucker is shocking me in this game. Sam Hardaway attacked the basket and he got a nice basket. So Rockets up by 5 again. John Wall attacking. Ooh. Eric Gordon a 3, missed. It's a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I know the Mavericks look very aggressive. They're gonna try to put their foot on the Rockets' throat in this third quarter. Timeout, Rockets. Rockets are up by 3. I wish we would. Joe Harris. He would fit our team so well. Yeah, I really wanted Joe Harris, but maybe you might lose some draft picks. And the fact that, if you get a player back from Brooklyn, then you might lose some draft capital. No. Joe Harris is a good shooter, but that's pretty much about it. He's probably he's now one of the defensive players on the perimeter for Brooklyn, and he's put in a position where that's not necessarily where he fits. I was watching against the Cavaliers, and Sexton tore him up. Sexton had 15 points in the two overtime games. He had 20 points in the combined with the fourth quarter in the two overtime games. So he was mainly regarded by James Harden and Joe Harris. So I really think the Rockets won the trade. I'm gonna be honest. I think people said, some people said Ben Simmons was the better player, blah blah blah. But we won long term. Long term, we know what Ben Simmons is, so we won very long term. I'd rather get that. Then we got Victor Oladipo. Like, people forget we got Victor Oladipo in the trade. So I mean, the Rockets definitely won. You got a all-star player, and then you got all these draft picks. So Rockets got a lot of capital to do a lot of things. You get Ben Simmons and one other player, Maxey, or I don't necessarily know the player that they didn't want to give up, but they're willing to give up Maxey, I think, and Ben Simmons, and probably one, two picks maybe. And that might not even be good picks, because now the Philadelphia 76ers have this window to win for like 4 years, 5 years. And, James Harden will probably be 35 years old, and Ben Simmons will be maybe like 30, or 31 at that time. So none of those picks will be good. I think the Rockets are gambling on the fact that Brooklyn was only going to have like a 2-year window gap to win a championship. So if you could trade Victor Oladipo, you get more draft picks. So Rockets are stacked for the future. Expect them to bring in a championship. And this might seem ridiculous, but if not in the next 10 years, the next 15 years, that window gap, I promise you, it's hard to win an NBA championship, but the Rockets have a bright future. And so that's what it's really about. But Rafael Stone has to prove that he could draft well. That's the thing. He has to use these draft picks wisely. He could trade them for a player that's established. He could, just draft. Let's see what he could do in the draft. So Rockets are playing it slim right now. They're playing Russian roulette right now. They're only up by 3. Come on, John Wall. Eric Gordon has been the right-hand man so far. So let's see what Cousins has. They're trying to force Cousins to shoot threes. I know they are. They want, and I think Cousins wants to shoot them. Now he's going to shoot one. He's been forced, and he got sucked in to shoot it. So he missed it. It was a pretty good shot. He got 2 different shots at a 3-point opportunity, and he took the second one. That's the only thing I'm scared of. Rafael Stone, if you're talking about the trades, the drafts, that you're scared about the draft, I'm not. I feel like Rafael Stone has already proven to me that he's willing to find talent and gamble. He's found Jae'Sean Tate, a player from overseas. Was it a pick and pop? Yeah, it was. But yeah, I mean, he's already proven to me that he could find young talent on the cheap, and I'm just really eager to see what he could do in the draft. I really am. I feel like him and Morey had worked together in the past, but he's definitely the opposite of Daryl Morey. He wants to build long term and not win now. Not necessarily not win now. He probably wants to do both. I'm sure he doesn't want to have a stain on his name that, he traded Westbrook and James Harden, and now we're a sorry organization. Now, I'm sure he has somewhere, a competitive a competitor in him to, make this team a championship caliber team again. You have a great coach. Rockets have such a great coach who's a rookie as well. So you have maybe James Harden comes back, when he's 33 years old, 34 years old. Now, he'll probably, I don't know if he'll want to come off the bench, but that's a possibility. James Harden will come back to finish his career in Houston. So Eric Gordon at the free throw line. The referees look kind of confused. I don't know what's going on. So Eric Gordon showing to shoot 2 free throws. Hasn't scored since the halftime. It's the first one. Brunson and Eric Gordon going at it, I promise you, man. Very aggressive. So he's going to take the second one. Let's see. And he missed it. Usually Mr. Automatic misses one. I didn't want to jinx him saying that before he shot the ball. Tim Hardaway shooting a 3. That's a harsh 3-point shot, but they got the offensive rebound. Willie Cauley-Stein, Bronson, a 3-point shot. That's Trey Burks, excuse me. Boogie bringing up the ball. Eric Gordon has the ball going around the pick from DeMarcus Cousins. He's on the 3-point line, playing with Willie Cauley-Stein, driving. Ooh, up, and he got a layup on him. He went under the basket and reversed it with the scoop. Great move by Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon has a lot of moves. Tim Hardaway, another back-to-back 3-point shot and another miss. No offensive rebound this time. Rockets up by 7, 80-73. Sterling Brown passes it back to Nwaba. Nwaba driving, passes it back out to DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins shooting a weird-looking 3-point shot, and he made it. Man, he fortunate that he shot that 3 and hit it. It was such a difficult 3-point shot, but he got it. So Rockets, Mavericks call a timeout. Rockets up by 10, 83-73. Great.
It's a 1-year deal, and JJ is set to arrive this week. And
y'all want to see my dog? It's a great little boy. He's a great dog. My niece had a birthday party and she had actual ponies at the party. It's crazy. They're so little but big as well. I've never seen an actual pony in my life. So actual in front of me. So it was kind of cool to see my niece on a pony. Cute dog. I got a pit bull. Yeah, he's a pit bull as well. He's a Staffordshire. I used to have a bull terrier, man. He looked just like the dog from Target. It was amazing. He was such a beautiful dog. But this dog is smarter than that bull terrier, believe it or not. How old's your dog, man? Eric Gordon looks gassed. He's been playing so hard this game. And I really appreciate Eric Gordon playing so hard. He's already my player of the game, even if we lose. I think we're going to win. But he's played such a great game. Cousins he has this face like he's engaged into the game, like he really has something to prove this game. Yeah, he's had a great game. He's bullying Willie Cauley-Stein. A couple years, I hate how quick bulls get bad rap. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know what it is, but it's just some owners are just bad owners. Cuz always looks mad. No, he does, but he looks different though. He looks like he's very engaged, like he has something to prove this game. And I agree, a lot of doubters have came at him. I've been one of them. I've said not necessarily that he's washed, just the fact that he just doesn't look himself, that he shouldn't really be on this team. He wouldn't be getting opportunities like this if he was on a championship team. But this is what I want to see. I could live with him having one bad game, coming back, having a good game, maybe having two bad games, because that's what a player you expect with major injuries like him, to be playing games inconsistently, but not to be turning over the ball 20 times. Not 20 times, but having 3 turnovers, 2 for 17 from the field. And I'm not exaggerating. Last game, he was like 2 for 15. No cap. I promise you. Cousins, another 3. Got it. Oh, my God. Cousins is on fire. Back-to-back threes for DeMarcus Cousins. He has 26 points, 17 rebounds, and he has like 4 or 5 assists. He's on fire. I'm not even about to lie. I was thinking we should have traded him, but he looks like he's turning it around. No, I agree. I wanted to trade him, not necessarily trade him. I don't think it's going to be equal value, just because he's better on the team than trading. Because you're not going to get nothing back in return for a trade for Cousins. He's on a non-guaranteed contract, so I don't really know how those work. So his value is not that high. He's a low-risk player. High ceiling, low risk, kind of like Kevin Porter Jr. I was think he's a good mentor for Wood and Tate. No, I agree. Trey Burke gets a steal and he gets a layup. I did like how Sterling Brown, he did go back on defense and try to deflect that. Yeah, Christian Wood is DeMarcus Cousins is good for the locker room, in my opinion. He did stick up to James Harden about, what he was doing to this team. Eric Gordon, a 3. Rockets knocking the 3 ball down in this third quarter. So great. Yeah, you should be worried about Eric Gordon. I'm listening to the Mavericks podcast announcers. They're saying they're worried about Eric Gordon. You should be, man. Willie Cauley-Stein looks so funny. He has a grill on while he's playing. He looks so funny. Like, he looks silly. Like, I think Boogie just calls it how it is. Yeah, he's very he's going to speak his mind. I think when he spoke in his press conference, he spoke for the Rockets organization, calling James Harden out. And they said they had a private meeting with James Harden, him and John Wall. And they, kind of talked to them. Like, John Wall has proven to be a leader so far, which James Harden this year hasn't. Sterling Brown. Sterling Brown, offensive rebound. Kevin Martin Jr., offensive rebound. Another 3 misses, 2 offensive rebounds. James Johnson, a 3, and he got it. Oh, you took off your message. I wonder what you were going to say. Eric Gordon gets in the free throw line. He's attacking. Eric Gordon is looking so good. He's playing so hard. I really haven't seen this out of Eric Gordon this year. I wonder what's making Eric Gordon play this hard. Like, does he feel like he should be the starter? I don't know. He looks great, man. I can't even lie. But I do feel like Eric Gordon is trying to prove something. I just don't necessarily know what it is. But the way he's playing, I could tell he has a chip on his shoulder. Like DeMarcus Cousins as well, excuse me. I said Willie is the new J.R. Smith, but I didn't mean playing style, so I dilated it. No, I agree. Kevin Martin Jr. looking good. Just got 2. So we're up by 11 points. 2 minutes, a little more than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Luka playing with the ball on Martin. Turnover on Luka. Sterling Brown running it. Rockets got the numbers. Nwaba layup, got it. Rockets up by 12. Rockets looking good. I'm not even gonna lie. Kevin Martin Jr. is guarding Luka Doncic really well. Eric Gordon. They have another turnover. Luka. Yep. Eric Gordon toying with the Mavericks. And 1, baby. Come on. Eric Gordon goes to the line, hitting the and 1. Eric Gordon is balling, baby. I like Mason Jones, too. I love Mason Jones. I think he brings a different aspect to the game for a rookie. Very eager, very hungry, very sure of himself. And I love that confidence level. It's something that a lot of rookies never get till like year 3, maybe. But Mason Jones came in with that right from the jump, which is unheard of from a rookie. So I love it. I love it. That they said that's why he didn't get drafted, because he was so sure of himself, and it rubbed a lot of teams that were interviewing him in the process, that they didn't like that, how sure of himself that he was. I don't know why they wouldn't like a player that's that confident. Boban and 1 on Kevin Martin Jr. Boban's such a weird player. I feel like he would have been great 20 years ago. But he's still relevant, which is good. In the playoffs, I felt like he was a plus and a negative on defense against the Clippers. When I say a plus, he was a plus just because of how his length is, but also they were attacking him a lot. So he's so slow. He's not mobile. He's like a tree stuck to the ground compared to the other players on the Clippers. I think we can be great. I think he can be a great scorer. He looked good in his first game. He got good minutes, and I'm pretty sure he got 24 points. Yeah, he did. He had a few turnovers. I know what game exactly you're talking about against the San Antonio Spurs. He looked great. He had a lot of turnovers, but he has a high ceiling, in my opinion. And that's another thing that Rafael Stone has done. He's found Mason Jones, Shante, Sterling Brown. If y'all don't know the story about Sterling Brown, Darvin Ham, which was coached under Silas, Darvin Ham is a coach from Milwaukee, which he used to play under Silas. He called Silas and said, "Hey, look, we have Sterling Brown. We have to cut him because we're going a new direction. You should pick this guy up. He's a great player. It's just unfortunate that we have to cut ties with him." So he called Silas, and Silas picked him up. And, I really love this team. I think the coaching staff is team friendly, and they care about their players. And that's something that you don't get a lot of nowadays. Some teams, it's just strictly business. How slow. So Rockets up by, let me see, I got to count. I'm getting old. Are slow. 17 points. Mason Jones is out there. Jason Tate's out there. Ben McLemore, Nwaba, Kevin Martin Jr., and I think they called it travel. Yeah, travel. See, there's a lot of little things that Jashante does that kind of not necessarily irritate me, because I know he's a rookie, but that can be fixed and easily fixed with time. Oh my God, Luka just shot an air ball, and that's the perimeter defense of the Rockets. There's so many great perimeter defenders. And one, Nwaba. Man, Nwaba is playing so good. offense and defensive. I hope Boogie drops 30. I hope Boogie drops 40. I hope, I feel Boogie needs it.
To your point, it's done right now.
Well, but it's getting done. 44 seconds left. Wall's defense is slept on. I agree, brother. I agree. Wall hasn't really been playing this game, so I know he's been having a lot of knee issues this year or these last few games. So, and the way the Rockets are playing, you don't really necessarily need him just at times. And that's how we started off strong because, he was playing really well in the beginning of the game. You need a facilitator, especially with Big Girl Oladipo being out. Mason Jones just did the oop and under on Boban. I'm telling you, Boban is so slow. You could get around him. Once we get all our players back, we really not that bad of a team. No, I don't think so. I think once we get our players back, we'll be a good team. Even a playoff team, I feel like it. That's why I said the Rockets won the trade. They're still competitive, and they got all this draft capital. And if they're not competitive, they can make a lot of trades, trade Victor Oladipo, they can trade, et cetera, and get more draft capital. And that's why the Rockets won this trade for James Harden. Now, do y'all see James Harden and KD and Kyrie Irving trying to win a title for another 5 years in Brooklyn? I don't see it. I've seen crazier things, but I just don't see it happening. So the Rockets have stolen Brooklyn's future. And if y'all don't know the story, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna make a video of it next week. It's the story. It's called Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn. So one time Brooklyn, this is like in 2012, they had Darren Williams and Brooke Lopez. They're the cornerstones of their franchise. So they had got a new owner, and Jay-Z was a part of this as well. They decided to say, hey, look, Boston is in the back burner of they're not a championship contender no more. Miami has exposed them. Maybe we can make a trade. And so they did make a trade. They said, hey, we'll give you all this draft capital if you give us Jason Terry, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce. These are all players way past their prime. Now, they were just in a long series versus Miami. None of them looked good. They gave a fight, but like I said, none of them looked like they still had anything left in the tank, really. So they inherit those players, and Boston inherit all these draft picks. And when Brooklyn finally had all their pieces in on their lineup, on paper it looked amazing, but it just didn't perform. And they had Joe Johnson. They were a bottom feeding team, and they got knocked out in the first round, I think. They got knocked out by Miami that year, I think. And hopefully history repeats himself. Like James Harden can win a championship this year in Brooklyn. Fine, that's cool because we don't even own their pick. I don't think we own their pick this year or next year, I want to say. But all I care is about down the road, like 3 years from now. We own their future for 8 years. You think Brooklyn's not going to have one bad year in 8 years? You're kidding me. You're BSing me. And let me tell you about that once upon a time in Brooklyn. Those picks that Boston that inherit from the trade became Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Yes, 2 cornerstone franchise players. And Brooklyn bellied up. I mean, they were horrible. And they even became worse. They're a bottom feeding team. And they didn't have no draft picks. So that's why they've been so bad. So history happens to repeat itself. I hope it does. I really hope it does. Even if they win a championship, they're going to say, oh, it's worth it. It's worth it because it's so hard to win a championship. So we'd rather give up 8 years than a championship and have a championship under our belt. It's kind of a weird way to think, but I guess that's just how Brooklyn thinks. But you got to remember, this is the team that's going against the New York Knicks. So they really want to stick one to New York. New York hasn't been really relevant for over 20 years. Since 1999. Boy, why you love Kyrie Irving? We don't need Kyrie Irving. We have John Wall. There's no need for Kyrie Irving. I'm sorry, but bust your bubble, Angel. And what did you mean, Diane Granados? How slow? Oh, I think she meant when I was talking about the game, like when I was adding the math, maybe. So Tim Hardaway with a 3. Tim Hardaway is a Rockets killer. I'm gonna make that clear. He really is. But in this game, he hasn't been like his usual self versus the Rockets. Come on, game. My game froze. I love this app, but that I use this site, sometimes it freezes. I don't like to miss none of the game. I don't want y'all to, miss any of the game as well. So Boban's at the free throw line.
Jones banked in a long 3 a minute ago, has 13 points tonight. He had a recent 24-point game against San Antonio.
So I'll be shocked if the Mavericks come back. The way the Rockets have been guarding Luka Doncic in this game. Mason Jones just shot a 3 on Bombo. I say Bombo. I mean,
long shot over a really big outstretched dude. Jones initiates the
Kevin Martin Jr. 3 missed. Oh, you want to know the score? I got you. 109-88. Rockets up. Boban. Man, why do they play Boban so much? I love the guy. I love the individual player, but I love the man. I mean, great guy, but he's getting scored on. He's getting attacked on defense. Yeah, Rockets up. They're missing free throws. They're getting attacked on defense. Luka Doncic is turning it over. I don't expect a Luka Doncic back in this game. I'll be shocked if he plays again. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Diana. Time left in the game, 10 minutes. Right at 10 minutes. So we have Mason Jones, PJ Tucker, Ben McLemore, Nwaba, and Kevin Martin Jr. in the game. Ben McLemore shoots a 3. Man, Kevin Martin Jr. wants to go get that. He tried to dunk on Boban.
Jones reaches by Green. Jones hangs onto the ball. Finds Martin.
So Kevin Martin has missed a few 3-point shots, but it's fine. He's had a pretty good game, and he's taking what the defense is giving him. They're up so big, so I could live with it. Boban has the ball in the paint going against PJ Tucker. Wow, he did so many moves. It was crazy. He looked like Hakeem Olajuwon, I promise you. I'm not even capping. He did like a pump fake, a Hakeem, a dream shake. It's just crazy. And then he did a sky hook, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jump hook. Mason Jones, a jumper, and got it. So I think it's over. Hey, Rockets looking great. I can't wait till the game is over so I can watch the highlights. Yeah, I'm going to make a highlight video. I'm going to try to, there's a lot to take away from this game. Victor Oladipo didn't play. Daniel House hasn't played in a long time, and I don't expect him to ever play with the Rockets again, which is my feeling. Kevin Porter Jr. hasn't played yet. I know I'm missing a few guys. So Rockets look good. Oh, and, since we traded James Harden and his contract's off the books, that gave us the ability to cut Chris Clemens, which we didn't really have that flexibility at first. So the Rockets took Chris Clemens' contract and absorbed it. So they cut him, and now it hit the cap. But it was nothing to them. Losing James Harden cleared up so much cap space. Go Rockets. Yes, go Rockets. Why won't he play with the Rockets again? I wish they signed Joe Green back. Who won't play with the Rockets again? Chris Clemens and Joe Green. I don't really know the deal with Joe Green and the Rockets because they had the ability to sign him to the G League team. The G League this year had a thing going on just in case of the virus had spread it to the team. You're allowed to have a 30 to 30+ year old player on the G League team, but the Rockets didn't capitalize on that. Some teams got one team got Michael Beasley, another team got Deshaun Stevenson, but the Rockets didn't get Joe Green, so I'm not too sure what the relationship with the Rockets and Joe Green are right now. So it's kind of head scratching. House said he has back issues, but as of right now, it was back issues. Then it said that he was isolated. Then he's just been putting out music. So he has like, I don't know, rap music, I guess, and he's been putting it out. That's the only thing he's been focused on right now. I'm not gonna lie, I thought we was gonna get crushed without Christian Wood. Nah, me too. That's what the narrative was. That we barely beat Detroit, so we should be getting blown out against the Mavericks since they beat us last game. But I think the big thing that helped us out is Eric Gordon and DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall played, but DeMarcus Cousins and Eric Gordon played so hard this game. They looked so good. The whole team played hard. I felt like the team had something to prove, but I think this W is definitely for Silas and getting payback to the Mavericks. Not necessarily payback, just kind of sticking it to them because, he was with the Mavericks last year. Excuse me. Boban. Wow, he just made a beautiful move. It's crazy that he does like a turnaround, still has the ball in the air, and just kind of like flicks it off his wrist, and he got it over to DeMarcus Cousins. It's such a crazy little turnaround hook shot. It's like a little Nerf ball in your hand. You just flick it, and it's because he's such a big guy, so I'm sure the ball is so little in his hand, so he just turns around over to DeMarcus Cousins and flicks it. Oh, John Wall is playing again. I wouldn't play him again. I would have just sat him. Steven Silas reminds me of an evil genius. Why is that? Like he got something under his sleeve or what? Eric Gordon gets to the basket. See, Boban is just such a liability out there. Like I said, I love Boban, but I'm not a Mavericks fan. So leave him out there. Leave him out there, and Rockets going to capitalize. See, Willie Cauley-Stein, I don't understand why he's not playing. So John Lucas is talking to the players. He's specifically talking to DeMarcus Cousins at one point in time, and he looked kind of frustrated, DeMarcus Cousins. So, John Lucas is a great mentor, a great leader. Sees a lot of things in a lot of players. Brunson Jones always be getting more points than minutes. If he started, he would be dropping 30 bombs. Brunson, the way he sit and stands, I don't know why I get that vibe from him. I think he has like a smile under his mask. Look, I think he's a genius as well. I feel like he's a genius. I think he could look at somebody and observe them and kind of get like a feeling from them. I think he's very smart. Kind of has like a sense of like a psychology degree maybe under his belt. You know, some people like that could be just talk to you one time and tell them you could feel like, oh, not necessarily feel, but you could kind of get where a person's head is at. I think he is definitely a psychiatrist, a genius, a man who could read a player, all those things. That's why he was a great fit for this organization. Best point 2 minute ratio on the team. Oh, Mason Jones. I'm sorry. I thought you said, yeah, you said Bronson. Sorry. Yeah, Mason Jones is like, I wouldn't necessarily say he would drop 30 points because the defense will start keying in on him and, make a more of their scouting report on him. That I don't think he has made it to that level to necessarily be on the radar of like the Mavericks scouting report. Like, oh, watch out for Mason Jones because he does this, he does that. I try to say, bro, Mason Jones. But I would, nah, you're not a dumbass. I do it all the time. Sometimes we just get so engaged in typing, nah, you're not a dumbass. Yeah, we all make mistakes. I was confused. I thought you were talking about the guy for the Mavericks. They have Brunson, the guy said who looks like Fred, forgot his name. So the Mavericks are already calling it a game. They're bringing in their role players, guys I've never seen before. Boban's going to the bench. He looks gassed. But yeah, speaking about Silas again, I think he's very smart and he is always up to something. I think that's the thing. I think he's a very smart man and he's going to lead this team into the right direction. DeMarcus Cousins bodying. So he powered his way down to the basket and dunked it. Slam dunk. So I think we all got what we wanted. We got to see DeMarcus Cousins really get down in the paint and get down and nasty and even hit a few threes. See, the Mavericks analysts are saying that DeMarcus Cousins was ejected last game versus the Mavericks because it was his reputation, and I agree with that. It's his name that is labeled in the NBA. Yeah, Cousins did play so good today. Let me see what he's gonna. Still 6 minutes. He has 28 points, 17 rebounds, double-double. He just got a turnover. 5 assists, because I'm reading his stat line. He has 4 turnovers, 5 personal fouls. He's about to get fouled out. But hey, he finished the game on a solid note, and this is something to take away from. I'm very proud of him. And tomorrow I'm going to break down the game before I go to work, and I'm going to have a video so y'all can kind of like tune in and see my point of view. Even though I'm breaking down the game here, I like to break it down more when I watch the highlights. So it's a little more than 6 minutes, a little less than 6 minutes to go. Boogie. Boogie loves. So he's getting into it with this guy named, I don't know, never seen him before in my life, Bay. Number 2 for the Mavericks. So I could see that Bay was going after Cousins right when he came out from, onto the court. Bay with the offensive rebound, back out. Mavericks have the ball, shooting a three, another miss, and PJ Tucker a rebound. And I hope he really get 30. Now, he's already on the bench, so I don't expect him to come back out. So a little more than 5 minutes. Eric Gordon going to the free throw line. It's pretty much over. Rockets about to go up by 20. They've been up by 20 plus at one point. So DeMarcus Cousins and Eric Gordon are both my player of the game. And John Wall coming back too. So I give 3 players to share the award in my opinion. PJ Tucker played a great game. He's going to the bench. I love PJ Tucker. I love that consistency. You know, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. What he brings defensively is going beyond the Call of Duty. I just love it. I'm going to be sad the day PJ Tucker leaves for this team. I don't know necessarily if y'all will be sad, but I remember the 2017 run and, you know, how consistent he's been for the Rockets night in and night out on the floor. He hasn't really missed any games. And even last year playing that center row out of position and getting bullied a lot, but still going hard in the paint. Wall hasn't shot so well. Hopefully he'll get it right soon. Yeah, he hasn't really played this game that much, not getting too many minutes. You know, I know he's been having a lot of knee soreness, but you know, I'd rather have him before just being the ball handler and the facilitator than necessarily scoring. I could live with him not necessarily scoring a lot, especially with Victor Oladipo going to come back. Mason Jones playing so good and all the other guys playing good. And if DeMarcus Cousins could be as efficient as he was today, I expect, you know, Wall to take less shots as well. They look better now than they had looked with James Harden at any point with James Harden. Remember, once I get my 100 subscriber, I'm giving away a free jersey. You pick the team, I pick the player, and I pick the color, and I'm going to try to surprise you. And I hope you like the prize. And then the following day, I'm going to give out a pair of shoes on a prize as well. So remember, you don't necessarily have to sign up for anything. All you have to do is just tune in once I go live and try to answer the right question. Yeah, we dominated the Mavericks today, and I love it. Revenge game. Bay looks pretty good. He got Cousins to commit a foul. He sucked him into that. He just blocked Kevin Martin Jr. He committed a foul right now, but he's played pretty good. Got a little bit of minutes. He's done a lot with his little bit of minutes so far. So Mavericks sleeping on a diamond right now. He looks better than Boban did, even when Boban was scoring. So a little more than 4 minutes. So it looks like we got the W, guys. You know, I'll finish it up here. It's pretty much over though, but I'm gonna finish it up. So this is my Mason Jones trying to steal that ball, but he committed a foul. Good night. Broderick Thomas. I couldn't remember his first name. But Broderick Thomas is playing right now. I haven't seen him since the Portland game when we had James Harden, game 2 of the season. But yeah, Broderick Thomas is out there right now. I didn't never expect to see him again. Not necessarily he was going to get cut, but you know, the way the Rockets were going and with so many young. Kevin Martin Jr. just dunked it on Bay. I love Kevin Martin Jr. I think he's going to be great. 19 years old, had a lot of potential. 360 spin. Oh! Fast break, missed. Offensive rebound, slam dunk. Nwaba is such a great finisher. Size 8.5. Got you. I got you. You know, it's a contest. Let me know your shoe size once you win the contest, and we'll go from there. Another turnover. So the Mavericks are turning it over in these last few minutes. Roderick Thomas going to the free throw line. So Roderick Thomas being on this team, I don't expect him on the team next year, but he definitely earned his. Look, I don't think Roderick Thomas is better than Joe Green. He's not. I don't see why Joe Green is not on this team and Roderick Thomas is. Now, I know he played pretty good in the preseason, but, you know, would you take a rookie from a Collegiate 2 school or Joe Green? My opinion, hands down, Joe Green. Nwaba kind of moves funny. He moves funny in what way? Moves funny. Like dribbles funny or so we got 3 minutes to go.
Looking for a cutting Tyler Bay.
Kevin Martin Jr. committed the foul.
Nice blocks tonight. He wanted to try to reject Tyler Bay.
Rockets up by 24 points. But it looks like Bay is going to go to the free throw line. Oh, okay. His defense and dribbling. Like, it's unorthodox? Is that what you mean? He's, like, kind of unorthodox? Yeah, Kevin Martin Jr. is 19 years old. He's a young kid. But his father has played in the NBA for a long time. So he's been around the ropes, and he knows right from wrong. So that's the difference between him and Kevin Porter Jr. You know, like I said, some of these young players, they don't really have, you know, a lot of father figures. No, I'm not trying to say Kevin Porter Jr. doesn't have a father. I'm just saying, you know, they grow up in the wrong side of the, you know, not necessarily have, you know, the life of a Kevin Martin Jr. Oh, it looks weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks shifty and crafty. It's not your natural way to move to the basket. It's different, but he gets the job done for himself. He's great around the paint, the way he attacks. It's like he uses his upper body to get some space, uses his elbows, body, try to get a nice layup, attacking the basket, and also getting to the free throw line. The younger, the better. They can run faster. Yeah.
Dallas has not. When you go, or somebody comes to your place for 2 games, do you go somewhere for 2 games?
So a little more than 2 minutes. It's almost over, guys. And they have a lot of potential. I agree. Once this year's draft is over, you're going to kind of see, okay, where the route that the Rockets are going. Now, when I say that, I think when you go into the draft, you're not going to specifically draft for need. You're going to draft best player available. If that's another point guard, if that's another center, you just got to do what you got to do. So that will make other players tradable, or maybe even that draft pick tradable. So, you know, best player available is the best way to go in the draft. If you go for need, then you're going to try to stick with some of these guys like a John Wall and stuff like that. Mason Jones bringing up the ball. So Mason Jones is the point guard now. I didn't know his real role, if he was a point guard, shooting guard, or shooting guard, point guard. But I know he's forced to play a lot of point guard with Silas's offense. So 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
No bill.
Kenyon Martin Jr. gets to leave town with it.
Only wins, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Nobody's
Turnovers this quarter. Rockets 5.
No, it's not gonna
Dallas Mavericks 3.
be open threes.
Broderick Thomas a 3. He missed it.
Conceded. And the Mavs have
Let's go. We need to get a win like this. Yeah, for real, man. We back-to-back wins. Couldn't ask for a better weekend, for real. Friday we win against Detroit, which I predicted, but just, the situation. Victor Oladipo had a horrible game, and then Christian Wood was out, and I think John Wall was out as well. So, way to finish out the weekend. Tomorrow we get to have some football. I'll work all day tomorrow, but I'm going to try to cover the playoffs once I get home. Like I said, I'm going to make a video in the morning and cover some football once I get home. So I'm a very busy man. Having YouTube is like a second job, or my first job, and then work is my second job because I actually enjoy both, but I enjoy this a little more.
That's the only part of the schedule we know. Schedule is only made public for the first portion of the season.
And Kevin Martin Jr. is looking great out there.
Dallas is going to play Houston next month down there on February.
What's the score? Rockets 128, Mavericks 104. 106. They scored it too. A jumper. Mason Jones bringing up the ball. Kevin Martin Jr. I don't expect the timeout. The last 3 minutes they haven't called a timeout. I think it was the last 5 minutes they haven't called a timeout. Broderick Thomas, a 3-point shot. So the Rockets put on 131 points on the Mavericks. So, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Broderick Thomas, he looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Hit a 3, got a strong rebound, and it's pretty much over. Seconds left. So we got the win, guys. Way to win it. Way to go into the Dallas and, punch them back in the mouth since they beat us last time. Great win, guys. Remember, like and subscribe if you haven't. You can watch some of my other videos, and you can watch my last video. I highly recommend it with Liam. It was a great video. Now we couldn't, for real. Great game. Hey, look, I enjoyed y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. For the loyal subscribers, remember, I'm going to have a jersey giveaway once I reach that 100 subscriber, and then I'm going to have a shoe giveaway the following day. So I appreciate it. Thank y'all for your time. Good night. God bless. Stay safe. Go Rockets. Remember, like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank y'all.
Marjanovic, who's had some big games against Denver. We'll see his buddy